Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel J.I. Colorist. This is the August completed pages video, and it has been a very busy month for me here. I did take a week off, so while we look at my stats for the month, you will notice that my pages and buddy colors are down a bit. This is a sticker from the antiquarium book. I did 6 videos in the month of August, so in that case I actually did more videos in August than I have in any of the months this summer, but I had some pre-done. I did 4 crafts, 10 pages, so we'll go through those and we'll do crafts at the end this month. So like I mentioned, I did 4 buddy colors, 5 prompts and challenges, 10 pages in 7 different books, and that included 1 untouched book, so that's a Color Your Hoard, so yay. Thank you to Maureen for helping me start a new book. Like I mentioned, I did 6 videos, 4 crafts, and I forgot to write down my YouTube stats, so one moment. Okay, I'm a little bit more prepared now. I started the month with 3273. We ended the month at 3,323. So that means 50 new colorists have joined our channel. So welcome. If you are one of those 50, leave a comment down below that you're a new sub. I'd love to welcome you personally to the channel. We are here for any experienced or unexperienced adult colorists. So I'm so glad to have you here with us. My channel is growing, but it's growing slowly, and that's okay because I do not request for people to subscribe on every video, and that probably is detrimental to my channel, but that's okay. It's just something that annoys me personally, so I will do it once a month, and you guessed it, that's this video. So if you like what you see on the channel and want to follow along and get notified when new videos are posted, which are at least every Sunday, and sometimes I will slip a video in on Wednesdays, then please consider subscribing. And that's the all the admin work for today. I did not do the page at the beginning of the month. Here it is by Morgan O'Brien, and I just wasn't feeling it, and so maybe I will complete this in another day, but let's go take a look at the 10 pictures I did complete. We are going to start as per usual with the smallest book, and that is this Korean coloring book. It is called Hello Forest Friends. It is by Joe Borum. The paper in this book is rather different. It's very, very thick, but it has a weird texture, so it does not do well with water mediums at all. They just don't move at all on the page. So I am trying to use different mediums and figure out which one, and I decided to start, I'm kind of doing the book in order, so I had a couple pages missing, so I went back and I did this page, and when I did the page I actually forgot that there was an image over here because I had my pencils out on top like this, and so after I finished the page I moved the pencil case, and then I saw the picture over here, so I was like a little surprised, but that's okay. I do like the way I did my colors here, and I used some Neocolor 1 crayons because I was trying to figure out if some crayons would work well on this paper. I also used some Staedtler pigment pens and some Lango gel pens to cover up some of the lines on the illustration. So just trying to figure out different mediums on the page, and the crayons did work pretty well. I did blend them out, but this time I didn't blend them out with Gamsol. I blended them out with the Full Blender by Caran d'Ache. So that is something that does work well on colored crayons. So yeah, so there we go. That is the first page in this book. The second one is this page, and this time I did know that the picture was here, but I decided that I wanted a brighter picture. All the pictures in here seem quite neutral and not bland, but just very neutral, and I wanted to be a little bit more spring and summery, so I decided to do a yellow chick and a little blue bear, and I used Inktense and Polychromos and Lango gel pens. So this time, and I did a little bit more in the background. So I kind of put in some different, with the Polychromos pencils, some background on here, where here it was just sky. And I just thought that I would like a little bit more forest going on in here. And yeah, and definitely my greens are totally bright and kind of shine off the page, and these ones are very dark. So the same picture, just colored totally differently, and I like both. So happy with this one. Okay, so I ended up having 2 pages in this book, and that is Hello Forest Friends. And I think that pencils and the pigment pens seem to work best. The paper, even with the ink tints that I used, and I tried using the Tombow marker to activate it, and still not great. So this bright here is the ink tints. So there you go. 2 pictures from Forest Friends. This next book is the buddy color I did with Maureen. So I will show you Maureen's picture first. On screen you will see Maureen's page, and this was a first for her as well. She also did the page beside it, so I'll show you both of her pictures because they're beautiful. So really pretty purple. She's got there a totally different color palette than I used, and I love her kind of purple night sky. And great job, Maureen, and thank you for buddy coloring with me. I used a color palette by Sarah Renee Clark, number 264, and this is my page. Take the blotter page out, and I think it turned out exactly how I liked. I did it as a day scene, and I just tried to keep right to the color palette because I didn't know what else to do, so I decided to choose a color palette for this because I was a little intimidated to start this book, but once I got going, I was very happy. The materials I used were Chromaflow pencils, some Staedtler pigment pens, a Jelly Roll metallic, some Signal bronze, some Bible highlighters for the sky, and some light fast pencils. And this also went for Color Your Hoard, August 2025, and also It's All About Rita 25 by Claire Linda 2015. So she's on Instagram. So thank you again, Maureen. And we have a buddy color set up again for a new book next month, so I'm excited about that. The next book is Tiny Worlds Fairy Homes by Alex Oxton. Now we have a Tiny Worlds group on Instagram, and if you don't want to be on Instagram, that's totally fine. Just you can email me at jicolorist@gmail.com your picture. I will show you everybody's else's first, and I'm also going to show you next month's, so stay tuned for that at the end of this. I also want to let you know that if you have done one of the previous months and you didn't submit it, please still go ahead and submit it, because I'm going to do a reel of the last 3 months. So June, July, and August, I will do a reel of all of everybody's pictures so that we have them all in one spot, and then I'll do that every 3 months. So we'll have a separate video to show everybody's as well, in case people haven't had a chance to submit theirs. I want to give everybody an opportunity to catch up because I know summer is busy. So the first one we had as an option was called Butterfly Dreams Treehouse Village. There were 3 entries for that, and mine is included in there. So I will go ahead and show you the other 2 ladies. We had Jean Riendeau, and I love her background. It's gorgeous. Love everything about the bright, vibrant colors of her water. And then the next one is by Danielle Robson, and I like how she did a purple tree and purple ground, so very imaginative and fairy world. And here is my page, and on my page, I just need to find it, I used some Copic markers, so a little bit of marker here for the tree and some of the water and some of the sky. Just trying a few things out. I also used some Staedtler pigment pens, some Lango gel pens, of course, some Stardust Clear on the little fairy wings. So that's the Stardust Clear is this kind of jelly roll, some polychromos, and some yellow glaze. So I just tried to pick some different colors. For this house here, I actually used the Lango gel pens on the purple. So sometimes I'm using the Lango gel pens to act as highlights and cover things, and sometimes I'm starting to use them to actually color things. So in this case, I did find the fairies, but it said that the picture was Butterfly Dreams Treehouse, and there's only one small tiny butterfly here. So I decided to add one here, and I used one of my stickers, and I just added a butterfly because I thought that there should be at least a few, and I just kind of hid him on the tree itself, since I thought that was good. So this is my page, and I'm happy with how it turned out. And let's take a look at option number 2. Option number 2 was called Twinkling Twilight Cabin, and we had more entries for that. We had 6 entries for that, so I will start them here. And each one of these are excellent, and it's so interesting to see how everybody did it differently. We had one, Deb at Dogs Loves Lemons, did a totally black night sky. We had Emilillycolors doing a gradient colored sky to make it twinkling, and Evelyn did a purple sky. So well done to everybody. So many different pictures, and I love the buddy colors that we're doing. Now let's talk about what's happening for September. For September, I scoured all of the books trying to look for a space picture because it is Spacetember. I was not successful in that, so I kind of just gave up. So for September, we are working in Secret Wonders by Clara, and I'm going to butcher that, so I'm just going to say Silva. So it's the Secret Wonders, and we haven't colored in this book yet, so that's excellent. So option number 1 is called Dinner at Cheesebore Manor, and it is fairly simple. I tried to pick a simple page this time. So I think that if you wanted to draw in something in the sky, you totally could. You could change this into a moon. It's the top of the dome here, but you could certainly adapt it to Spacetember if you don't have a space page already. So this is Dinner at Cheeseboard Manor. That's the first option. And our second option is called Passage of Time Pottery. And I thought you could make this into something kind of like a portal if you so chose, and tried to make this a little bit spacey, or it's time travel, which to me is space. So this is the second option. Every month I give you 2 options in case you've already completed one, or in case you feel like doing both. You are more than welcome. Again, you can either join us on Instagram, find me at jicolorist, or you can email me at jicolorist@gmail.com. All right, on to the other pages. So thank you to everyone who has joined. The next book is Tarot. I'm going to adjust the camera just a bit. Okay, I don't think I'll have to adjust the camera for the rest of the show. This is the Lulu Mayo Kawaii Tarot coloring book. I had been holding off coloring in this until Candace at Happy Catastrophe had got back to her Color the Tarot, but I've decided just to go ahead and continue on my own. So I took this book as my one book on my holidays, and actually I'll show you what I took on holidays for supplies. So I took one book, and then I took this. This is a 31 makeup bag that I have always used, not as makeup, but as a travel art kit. And so I took a 24 ChromaFlow pencils that always stay in here. I also have in this section, I've got 3 different grays for the Staedtler pigment pens. I have a silver and a gold dual hybrid. And then I have what I call my Polychromos graveyard. And these are my little itty bitty stubby pencils that really are too small to comfortably use all the time, but I don't want to throw them out, so I put them in here and then I use them when I'm on vacation. I do have a pencil extender in here as well. I also have a water brush. I brought the Panda Fly white gel pen that I just purchased and I'm testing out, a black marker, and then on this side I have a 15 set of Neocolor 2. So that is why I have the water brush. So that's this small set, and this was my original set of Neocolor 2 before I bought the 40 set. And then I have some Viviva watercolor sheets, and so these are watercolors, and I did use these on vacation. They're really handy. I also have the Viviva watercolor pans, and I also used quite a bit the metallic Viviva, so that's these ones, and it's on a cork palette, and so it's super light, very portable. So those are my supplies. I keep this supplies always in here. I don't remove them, so they are my ready to go. If I ever go away for a couple of days, then I just grab this and one coloring book. And I was gone for a week, and I did get 3 pages done. Well, I got 2.5 pages done, and then I finished a page when I got home. But so those will be the mediums you see me recite when I tell you the pages. I previously, before I left, I did the washi tape around here, which I'm doing on all my pages. And so this is the first page I did, which is Death, and I used Viviva metallic watercolors and the Panda Fly white gel pen, and that is around the clouds. I covered up the lining on the clouds and also the lines in the water. And then I used a lot of the Viviva watercolors, the purple, the green, the black, the silver, and the purple here. And for the purple here, I colored it with the Chromo Flow pencil first, and then I put the watercolor on top, so then I didn't have to do so many coats of the watercolor, and it made it more solid. So that is a little tip if you don't want to add a lot of water or a lot of layers of watercolor. So that worked. I'm really happy with how the clouds turned out. And yeah, and I used a silver gel pen on the top of this first range of mountains to kind of make sure that they were separate from the second. And he was a little scary, but I think he turned out okay. He's kind of two-toned black, just a little bit of purple on him. So yeah, so this is the first page. The second page I did, and I didn't do a background on this one, and I wasn't sure if I should do one when I got back or not, but I think I'm going to leave it as is, and maybe later if I don't, have a background in mind, I'll come back and do it. But this is Temperance, and again, this time I used the Neocolor 2s on the umbrella, and I used some metallic watercolors on the ice cubes and the lemon rind or orange. Well, I think it's lemon because I did it yellow. So, and I used Chromo Flow pencils on the cherry, and then the little white. I used the white gel pen to outline the edges of the glass to make them more transparent, and a little bit of yellow metallic on the fishes. So yeah, simple page, Chromo Flow pencils, and dual hybrid here. And then the third page is this one, and I had a lot of fun on this page. I had asked my sister what she thought I should do with the bat, and she looked up on the internet, she googled some bats, and there were bats with red wings, and they were really interesting, so I decided to go with that, and I'm really happy that I did. So I used 2 different colors of Chromo Flow to get that, and the Chromo Flow pencil called Raisin is a really nice color, and that helped deepen up that. Then I used Polychromos, the little stubby pencils, to do all of this wood on the tree. And I used the Viviva sheets to watercolor to do the greens and the browns. And I used 2 colors of pencils again to get this. And then when I came home, I finished this off with black glaze and a little bit of brown glaze and a red dual hybrid for the little parts of the horn. So it's black glaze and red gel pen for the horns. So I think it's good, turned out good. All the leaves are from the Viviva watercolor sheets, so that was an easy way to do those leaves because there are a lot of leaves here. But I really like the way the bat turned out. I'm happy with this page, and I'm happy with how this whole book is turning out. And it's really kind of fun to have all the pages being done in order, because then it really feels like I'm accomplishing something in the book. So the next one will be the tower. I have done a couple of buddy pages in the back of the book. So I do have a little bit of those pages done as well. But if there's anybody out there who wants to buddy with me in the Kawaii Tarot, let me know, because this is a book that I would like to finish at some point. All right. The next book is a buddy color. We are doing the back to front and hashtag hosted by Joy of Coloring. And I will show you my buddies first. Kira's page is on screen. And I like how she added some ground. So she kind of grounded the page. And she also had like a sunset in the corner and then a bright blue sky. We both are following the plant directory in the back. So lovely job, Kira. And thank you so much for buddying with me every month. This has become a project book for us. I did this before I went on holidays. So here is my page. I use Zig Fudanowski markers, and I'll just show you what those look like. So that's these ones, the Zig Fudaborie, sorry, and it has a felt or a brush tip on them. So that's what I used for the different grasses and such. I then used Staedtler pigment pens, some Mr. Pen highlighters, so the background is all highlighters. I used some Zig brushables for the brown, for like her hair. I also used Languo gel pens to get rid of the lines on the leaves in certain areas. And I used 3D Dimensional Magic on the leaves of the little butterfly guy, and it's probably hard to see. But they do twinkle. I used this Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. It's the iridescent one, so there are little specks of glitter in it. So I did that on the wings. Our colors are similar. In fact, we even colored our little girl quite similar, so that was fun. And here's our pages together, just to see how fun it is to have the same picture. Doing the flowers the same as well, but still coming out totally different. So thank you, Kiera, and thank you to the Joy of Coloring for hosting. That's Maria Trolle's Universum. The next page is from Rory Dobner's The Ink House. This is a book that I plan on finishing, and Veronica Dunn66, she reached out to me, and she also has a book and is helping me work through this book. So she picked the page, and it was a big page that she selected. It's Freddy the Foxglove. I'll show you hers on screen and read to you what she wrote. She used Derwent Drawing Academy pencils, Artisto, Derwent Lightfast, and Flare Gold gel pen. And she said his pants are Solaway blue and the stone is cool gray. And she said that it was really hard to get a good picture to show all the colors, but she assures me that they are there. And it is totally, I get it. So thank you so much, Veronica, for doing that. This is my page, and indeed there was a lot of stonework on here and a lot of foliage as well. So I totally, this did take me quite a while to do. let me grab my pen here. Okay, so this took quite a while. I used Derwent Graphitint, some Staedtler watercolor graphite pencils, some pigment pens, so that's the Staedtler pigment pens, some glossy accents on the his eyes, and also the pocket watch here, some Lango gel pens, because some of these areas are pretty fine, so I had to use the gel pen on some of the vines and stuff, some Zig Futabore ChromaFlow pencils, some glaze pens over here. I made this into a stained glass window because later on in the book there is a stained glass window, so I made that into one. I put some gold on here, the tip of the ink, because this is the ink house, and again in the future, in one of the other pictures, I also had some gold on there, so trying to kind of tie in some of these pictures. But yeah, it was a lot of different mediums. I did use a lot of gray on the background and a little bit of green to make it a little bit mossy in some areas, and I tried to add a little bit of color, so I've got some pink and green and different colors, just trying to bring in and some yellow, pop a color in some of here, because it is quite a lot to look at and get at. So we've got watercolor on the flowers. The watercolor was the Derwent, the Staedtler pigment pens, the water soluble graphite ones. So yeah, happy with how this turned out. It was a lot of work, but I'm really pleased with it. So thank you so much, Veronica, for selecting this page, because I kind of had been actually avoiding it because it is quite detailed, and I didn't always want to worry about that. It did not leak through, which is excellent, because I'm concerned about that as well. So yeah, so this was last month's page, and now this page is done. We have selected a page for October for Spacetember. So let me grab that page and I'll show it to you. So anybody that has the ink house that would like to join Veronica and I, we are doing the double page spread of the owl in the observatory. It is as space as you can get. There are planets, he's looking at the stars. So that is what we are doing for Spacetember for September, and you're welcome to join me if you have the ink house. If you have the ink house edition, which was the Coloring Heaven, if this page, 2 pages are in there, I'm not sure if it is, but if they're in there, that would count as well. So give me a holler on jicolorist@gmail.com, and we can all color that together. That'd be awesome. All right, I have one book left, and that is the Frogs and Friends, and then we will quickly look at my crafts. I have been participating every month with Amanda Colors Frogs and Friends hashtag. This is the volume 2 by Chris Rainiak. She selects a page every month, and this is the page for this month. And I used some washi tape. These are pre-cut washi tapes on the top and bottom, and I also used, for most of this guy, it's Bible highlighters, and they are fun. I used 2 different colors of green, blended them together. I did use some green on the floor or the ground, and I used a water brush to blend it out, because a lot of people have been suggesting that I try that. So yes, it did work. Blended it out, and then I put some brown underneath for some shadow. I also used some Staedtler pigment pens, and then for his big eyes and his wings, I used the Mod Podge iridescent dimensional 3D magic, and I also did that for his the glint in his eye. So yeah, these are just really fun big pictures that I kind of end my month with, just as something fun to do and participate and support a fellow YouTuber. So thanks, Amanda, for hosting, and that's it. Let's take a look at my crafts. before we take a look at my crafts, I typically do not have whips. I usually complete a page in the month that I started, but this book has just, or this one particular page has just been dragging on, and it's actually been a whip for, this is the second month in a row. So I didn't include it last month because I don't normally share whips because I don't often have them. Anyways, this is Voyage from Joseph Cadambang, and maybe you can help me finish this page. This is the Lily Pond page that has the 3 frogs in it, and I've got this area done already. I like how that is. I'm not sure, I probably should have made it a night sky since she's carrying a lantern. So I think that's kind of what has stopped me from finishing the page. I was planning on doing the frogs either red or blue. So maybe I could get your help on some suggestions. Should I make the frogs red and then change the sky to be night? Should I leave it as is and make the frogs blue? But it would be a darker blue. And I actually have a blue frog pen. And so I was kind of thinking I could make him like that. This is, so any ideas, leave them in the comments below. Blue frog, red frog, night sky, leave the sky. Give me some tips. I'd love to finish this, but I'm just kind of stumped, and I really don't know what to do and which way I want to go. So that's Mythographic Voyage. Okay, here is my Diamond Art Club. I'm going to shut the light off. This is my Diamond Art Club calendar that I do with my sister every month. This is for the month of September. It is an owl. And the only thing I changed this time is I added a couple of 2 diamonds on each for his, kind of like the shine of the glint in his eye, because he didn't have them. So that is my Diamond Art Club. And I don't think I'll do this next year. It has been fun doing it all year long, but I do think that I would rather maybe get another diamond painting and just get the diamond painting done. So we'll see. But this has been fun doing it this year, and it's certainly been fun spending time with my sister. All right, lights back on. I also completed not 1, not 2, but 3 bookmarks. So I have now completed all 6 of the owl set in the bookmarks. And so this bookmark, I did do a stitch around it. So that one is complete. This is also done, and this one I haven't done any stitching around, and I'm still trying to decide if I want to. I think I probably will. And then this one as well. And they all have the Handmade with Love by Jody J. Colorist on them. And so that's 3 cross stitches. I was able to do 2 of them on my vacation, plus some coloring. So I don't think I'll be able to keep the pace up and get 3 done a month. So that's okay. I want things to be fun. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I love the end of the month videos. I know you do as well. I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel if you're having fun. Go ahead and share this channel also. If you know of somebody else interested in coloring, I would love to reach out to as many people as I can. So share the video if you like. And otherwise, I hope you have a colorful and creative day. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.